guys, this is Dr. Cook actually. You might know me from my other series, my other YouTube channel, which is my gaming channel. It's Play Doctor. You might know me, might not. So this is a cooking channel called Cook Fun and Fast. And today I am joined by
me, Brownie Queen, or otherwise known as Mom.
And today we are going to be making my special pasta, the Greek salad pasta.
Greek pasta salad.
Yeah, what she said. So let's get into it. These are the ingredients, special ingredients. We got salt, carrots, tomatoes, the pasta, Parmesan cheese, and the Greek dressing.
All important Greek dressing.
Yes.
Now we use veggie rotini pasta noodles.
But you can use any kind, and you don't have to use
carrots,
the
veggie
Parmesan, tomato, or tomatoes. You can use any kind of any kind of thing that you want to eat.
And what makes this fun is you can mix it up. So you can make a Greek pasta salad, or next time you can make a pasta salad with a different type of dressing. But you usually want an oil-based dressing for pasta salad.
Yes, it's nice and greasy.
Little grease is always tasty.
Yes.
Okay.
So
first things first, we got to boil the water.
Put it in.
I start by turning the fire on high on the stove. We have about a half of a pan of water. Rowan is going to salt the water because it's very important. There's no taste to the pasta. It's very plain. So you have to salt the water. And what's the secret of salting water? It needs to taste like
salt.
It needs to taste like
Pasta.
the ocean.
Yeah.
Your water should taste salty like the ocean. Now, if you haven't ever been to the ocean, just think about drinking salty water. Okay, salt away, Ro.
So you do about one,
No,
two.
lots more than that.
Okay.
Be generous. Now, you always want to make sure you're wearing clothing that won't get too close to the fire. So you don't want long, loose sleeves or a loose sweater or shirt. Looks good.
I mean, if you're if you're small like me, you probably can wear like holes in in your shorts and jeans, and some hanging down, because your leg can't reach that.
Right.
Unless you go
But it's the clothing. You don't want it to get into the
shirt.
flame area, and that's what could be dangerous.
Yes.
So next, we want it to come to a rolling boil. And a rolling boil is when you have a full pan of bubbles. So we'll show you that in a moment. Okay, guys. We're back. And we've got a rolling boil. See that? See all those vigorous bubbles rolling around? That's what we want. Now,
Yes.
Rowan, Dr. Cook, put in the noodles.
And you don't have to put in all of them, but we do.
We do, because we make a large serving for a family of 4.
And sometimes even more if we have visitors.
It will last a couple of days in the fridge.
Unless I'm in your house.
Okay, now it's important to stir the noodles after you put them in the boiling water. Reason is, they tend to stick together if you just let them sit in a clump. So be sure to stir them a couple of times, and then you can leave them be. I would say if you have a large pan like this, you'll want it on medium-high. Your flame should be on medium-high. If you've got a smaller pan,
I would say
that you're cooking.
a little lower than medium, probably.
well, you want to keep it boiling though, so you have to keep that fire high. If you're in a smaller pan, you may want to do more medium because the noodles may boil over in a smaller pan. We've got a lot of room to work with here.
Cooking rule 101 is always wash your hands before you start cooking.
That's right. Okay.
So you don't contaminate the food.
Yes. And someday if we cook with meat or eggs, we'll talk a little bit about cross-contamination. But today is pretty simple. We're just making pasta. Okay.
We were planning next video we make. We'll probably make maybe a special cookie dough or just regular chocolate brownie cake.
Brownie cake is one of our specialties.
And if you looked at the image, of our channel, it is actually a brownie cake.
That's right.
That's pretty much why her name is Brownie Queen.
Because I love to make brownies in all different ways. So, something to remember. Pasta cooks for about 7 to 8 minutes. Some people like it al dente, which is a little chewy. Others like their noodles softer. So it depends how you like your noodles. I'd suggest starting with about 8 minutes cooking time, and then take one out with a spoon and test it and see if it's the right consistency or the right texture for you. So Rowan was... Dr. Cook was telling me he likes stirring, but you really only need to stir every couple of minutes while the pasta's cooking.
But I don't like stirring.
So that's okay.
Especially when it's hot.
So that's okay. If you really like stirring, then you can stir. But be careful of the flame down below. And be careful not to touch your arm to the pan because it is very hot. If you're cooking with a wooden spoon like we are,
it gets very hot.
They don't get quite as hot as metal spoons.
But
metal
it gets
spoons
very hot.
It does get pretty darn warm. So you always want to be careful.
Right there.
Anytime you're cooking on the stove, you have to be careful.
So while the pasta cooks, you can also cut whatever you need to cut. Basically, you can cut
time.
your carrots, tomatoes, anything.
We use grape tomatoes. We buy them in a big container. We have them on hand all the time. Now, Dr. Cook really likes tomatoes. And
Yes.
so we've chosen to do tomatoes and carrots and Parmesan cheese in our Greek pasta salad.
Because I love myself some cheese.
But you can actually use any cheese. If you like feta, if you like Parmesan, if you like Asiago, you could use any cheese.
Like we said at the beginning of the video, you can use any vegetable and any cheese, any dressing.
What other vegetables might be good in a pasta salad? Broccoli, I bet would be tasty. Cucumbers.
One question, is edamame a vegetable? You could use edamame.
We like
Is
edamame,
very good.
which are really tasty. And you can buy those that are not in the pods at the grocery store.
Yeah, that helps for cooking.
Now, I'd say we usually cut about 1 cup of tomatoes. That is my estimate. And I like to cut them in bite size.
Like you can see here,
I'm cutting them in quarters.
there
most
is
of them.
pretty much a lot. And there's still more in the bowl. We're not going to use all of them, but
Pretty
still.
close. And then we usually cut our carrots into strips. So we'll show you that in just a minute.
And I'm gonna check on the pasta. Okay, it's very bubbly.
So if you can cut tomatoes yourself, or if you're old enough to use a knife, you can do it yourself, or you can have one of your grown-up helpers help you do the cutting. Dr. Cook, he can cut.
I'm just a wimp. I'm a wimp.
He does not really like to cut that much.
No, I don't. So we will be right back. Okay, we are back, and now she is cutting the carrots.
Now, we like to julienne our carrots. That would be these little strips. And we do start out with baby carrots. So sometimes they're kind of hard to cut because they're so little. So
it's hard not to cut.
This might be a job for a grown-up.
Yes, because you might cut your fingers because
they're pretty little.
Tiny. Now to watch these expert cutting skills.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Decent cutting skills.
I am not a trained cook or chef, but I do enjoy it. And Dr. Cook and I like to make several different things together.
And if you don't know, this is our first video. If you're watching this before we make our other video, this is our first video.
Mm-hmm.
And later I'm going to show you, like, if you have a little kid in your house and they don't like to wash their hands, try to teach them, or try to get them to wash their hands. And if you don't want to teach them how, let them watch this. Because later we're going to teach you guys how to properly wash your hands with soap.
I'll tell you a trick to really wash your hands well. Whoa! You have to sing the happy birthday song.
Why?
For that long, you should scrub your hands with soap. Now, particularly as we get into the flu season, washing hands is very important.
Okay, guys, we are back, and it looks about done.
Here's what we do: we scoop one up, and they're pretty hot.
So
you do have to be careful when you taste it.
Wow, steamy.
But now we're going to put it in the strainer. We're going to strain all the water out.
Just like so. Shake it up a little.
You want to make sure all that water gets out of there.
Yes. This looks good.
Okay, there's two schools of thought here. If you watch Chopped, some of those chefs do not rinse pasta.
No.
But even some of those cooks on there, some of those chefs that go on the show do rinse it.
To make it healthier.
Well, actually,
Kinda.
it just sticks together if you don't rinse it. But if you're making a sauce like marinara or a cream sauce, you do want to keep that pasta water and mix it in with your pasta and your sauce. So it's good not to rinse your pasta when you're doing that. I feel like with pasta salad, rinsing it a little bit isn't a bad idea. You just want to make sure you get all that water out of there. So what we do is after we strain the pasta, we pour the noodles in the bowl. Now it's pretty darn hot, so you might want to wait a few minutes for it to cool off. Finish chopping your veggies, and we'll be right back.
Okay, guys, we are back, but just to show you how you wash your hands properly. So you get a little soap, about 1 or 2 squeezes, firmly.
Now it's
Wash
important.
it all over your hands.
It's important to get yourself some warm water. So you're gonna have to turn the hot on a little bit and the cool on a little bit.
If you teach a kid, like Brownie Queen said earlier, always count. I always say the happy birthday song. I'm
Rinse.
about at the name.
Rinse that soap off really good. And depending on what you've been doing, you might need to clean your fingernails too. Okay, excellent. Okay, now what we're doing is we're putting about a cup of each vegetable into the bowl.
So if it falls out,
The bowl's...
oh, that bowl. So you just, and when you're done scooping everything in, I recommend stirring it so it's not just one big clump of vegetables on the top. And if you're doing it over the floor, I would recommend doing this so they don't fall.
Mm-hmm. Now what we do is we use this, it's a pastry tool, and it helps to pick up a big pile of veggies. So that's what we use. Now we're going to stir it up.
Okay, we stirred it up a little, and now she's putting the Greek dressing on. Oh.
Now what we do is we put approximately 1 cup of dressing. But you may want to start out a little less than that and make sure
It's the right amount for you.
correct.
Because if you don't like the amount we're using, you can always use less, more.
Yes. Now remember, there's also, we're just open to any sort of veggies or items in this pasta salad. You could put olives. You can even put slices of turkey or ham if you like meat.
I personally like meat. She doesn't. I just like this pasta to be meatless. Because,
Then we all can eat it.
yeah. So, because if we put meat in it, she can never eat it. And if we don't put meat in it, we could put, if we don't put meat in it, everybody can eat it.
So, you think about presentation when you are making a salad.
Like
of
if
any,
you're in
of any
chopped.
sort. You want to think about colors and what looks pretty. And something green would make this look really pretty, like Dr. Cook said, edamame, some cucumber. Even you could throw in some spinach leaves, whatever you like.
We could throw in some regular garden salad.
Sure you could.
Always remember to wash the
Lettuce.
the lettuce before you actually put it in.
So what's important about pasta salad is if you mix it with a dressing, you need to let it sit because those noodles need to soak up the tasty dressing. So we're going to put this in the refrigerator covered for probably at least 30 minutes. And then put your Parmesan or your choice of cheese on. Otherwise, if the noodles are warm, your cheese might get melted. And that wouldn't be good pasta salad.
No. Especially if you don't like cheese that much and you gag like I sometimes do. It won't be good for you. So yeah, we'll pause the video and we will be right back. You're back.
So one trick that we use is when we purchase a full thing of dressing,
Ooh.
we usually use about half a bottle for a pasta salad.
We use a lot.
So that's just a hint. Half a bottle is about 1 cup.
That's what we like.
And then when your pasta's cool, you can put your cheese on it. I'd suggest putting your cheese on it right before you serve it.
Yeah, if you want cheese. Also, you could, once it's done cooling off and stuff, you can, when you start eating it, you can put the cheese on. You don't have to put it on right away.
Now what I didn't do was get a plate out. Now, Dr. Cook eats this pasta salad as a snack. He likes it with his evening dinner for lunch. So anyway, we hope you enjoy this pasta salad.
And sometimes I eat it for breakfast. Sometimes.
So we hope you enjoy this pasta salad and you give it a try.
Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed. I really recommend making this, and check out my gaming channel. Me and a friend, he has a YouTube channel too. Yeah, so
check out our next video. We're going to make brownie cake. And join us next time on Cookin' Fun and Fast.
Fun and fast. I didn't know you were gonna. Well, peace out.